For this video, we're going to learn about surface area. So, surface area measures the space needed to cover the outside of a three-dimensional shape. It is the sum of the areas of the individual sides of a solid shape, and it is measured in square units, which is the same as our normal area. So, centimeters squared, meters squared, and millimeters squared. Cool. So, the formula, or how to calculate surface area, involves finding the total surface area of an object, which means finding the surface area of each of the object's individual faces and then adding the measurements together. Now we know that sum and adding is the same. So if we have a look at the question for this lesson, we can see that there is a cuboid here. All right. Now, because we need to figure out the total space needed to cover the outside of this shape, you can see how it turns into a net. Now, we'll go into more detail about this in another video, but I just need you to see what it looks like to see all the faces of this cuboid. So, in terms of the steps in figuring out the surface area, the first thing that we need to do is calculate the area of each face. Now, we know that the formula for area, right, is length times width. So that doesn't change. However, we need to do this for each of the faces. All right, so it'll need to be done 6 times in this case. Cool. Then the second step is to add all of the areas together. All right, so in this case it would be 6 different areas. And then the third step, all right, super important, is to make sure that when we write the answer, all right, we include, super important, include the units. Now, it has told us at the top that it needs to be in square units, which means whatever it is, we get to have our little 2 at the top. But like I said, moving on to the next video, I'll explain this in more detail.